What's up guys, Daniel here, and today we have a review of the Yuncee Breeze 4K drone. Now included is a case that stores its own drone, obviously, an extra battery, and you do have your indoor propeller protectors. Of course you do get your power supply and extra propellers, and this drone is really small. The body is pretty much the size of my hand. And for the controller, well, it's your phone actually, so make sure you download the app, its own Breeze app, and it is connected through its Wi-Fi. And before you start anything, make sure you calibrate it, and pretty much you're good to go after that. And for flying modes, you basically have 5 modes that you can use. And for the first time, before you even fly it, it will give you the tutorial and it will show you all the buttons, its layout, and actually how to use it. It's a very simple process, very simple app to use. And for takeoff, you pretty much hit the takeoff button and you just slide the button, and that's pretty much it. So taking off with this drone is super easy. It's something anybody can do because it does it for you. And this first mode we have here is basically selfie mode, and the mode itself pretty much explains what it is. It's a selfie, so it will fly up, point it at you, and you can just easily take a picture by tapping on the screen. And the drone itself has a 13 megapixel camera. Now we went out and shot and flew this drone on a very windy day. As you can see, it is trying to fight the wind, and quite honestly I was a bit scared because I thought the drone would have been blown away. And moving on to the next mode, this is called orbit mode. Obviously point the camera at yourself and pretty much you tell it to either orbit left or right. Honestly, I don't know if you can control the speed, but it would be nice if you can. Before you hit orbit left or right, make sure your drone is very high up in the air. Since I was on uneven ground, I made a mistake by orbiting way too low, and the drone does not elevate itself to avoid the floor. And this mode is by far my most favorite mode out of the whole app. Now landing is super easy. There's a button on the lower left and pretty much it will just land on its last location. And if you are recording, it will just automatically stop recording after it lands. Next up is journey mode, which is another popular drone movement. Basically it flies out and then it flies right back to you. What you've seen here is the shortest distance, but you can still control how far it can fly away from you. So next up is follow me mode, and in the app it'll give you this blue square to actually track what subject you want to follow. So at first it basically stays stationary and it just pans where you go. You have to hit another button to actually follow you, where you can actually move left, right, front, back, and it will follow you. It's not the best or it's not the smoothest, but it actually works. So in my opinion, the panning on follow me mode is way better than the actual tracking. The last mode is pilot mode, and this is where you basically manually fly the drone however you want it to fly. Now throughout all the modes, my favorite one gotta be the orbit mode. Second would be journey mode, but as you can tell with this little drone, it's not the smoothest, but you can still stabilize it in post to make it a little bit smoother. Like I said, taking pictures super easy. Hit a button and just hit anywhere you want. On the upper left, you can switch from photo mode to record mode, and when you're low on battery, it does have a little pop-up notification to tell you it's low on battery. And by far, this is probably the most easiest drone to fly. Now we shot this drone footage in 1080p. There is a 4K option, but it's not stabilized. To get footage off your drone, you can actually save the pictures through the Breeze app to your phone. To get your video, you gotta plug it into your computer with a USB cable. For each battery, you get about 10 to 12 minutes of flying time. You do get an extra battery, so you can fly twice as much as that. Again, you get a hard shell case where you can just toss it in your bag and you won't be afraid that it will be damaged. So the price tag of this drone is $449. So this is a drone for someone who just want to take selfies, bring some friends along, and just take some cool shots. And right away you can save the picture and share it on your social media. This drone can also stream on Facebook as well. Now if you're more into your video work, then I would suggest another drone because you're just not going to be satisfied with the footage. But by far, this is the most easiest drone I've used. Well, that's it for me guys. I hope you like, subscribe, and always enjoy your entertainment.